My beloved child, before you do anything else, stay with me for a few moments. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. I know those words sound impossible, but what happened last night was not ordinary. It was not random. It was not something that happens every day. There are moments in life that pass quietly, and then there are moments that change everything without making a sound. Last night was one of those moments. While the world slept, while millions continued their routines, while countless people worried about tomorrow, something began moving in your direction. You may not see it yet. You may not understand it yet. But by the end of this message, you will realize why this moment feels different. Stay till the end, because every second matters, and what you are about to hear may explain feelings you have carried for far longer than you realize. There is a reason you clicked on this video today. Think about it carefully. Out of thousands of choices, out of endless distractions, you arrived here. That is not the part that surprises me. The surprising part is that many people will see these words and leave before discovering what they truly mean. But not you. Something inside you is searching. Something inside you has been asking questions that nobody around you can answer. Have you ever felt different without knowing why? Have you ever looked around and wondered why your heart reacts to things that others ignore? If so, don't skip. Stay till the end. Because what happened last night connects directly to that feeling, and the answer may be much closer than you think. Listen closely to this. Most people spend their lives believing they are ordinary. They wake up, move through the day, and never question the deeper meaning of their journey. But there are a few people who carry an invisible mark of purpose. Not a mark others can see, but something hidden within them. These people often face unusual challenges. They experience unexpected delays. They encounter moments that test their patience. And because of those struggles, they sometimes believe they have been forgotten. Yet the truth is the exact opposite. The greater the purpose, the greater the preparation. The bigger the future, the longer the process. And last night, something happened that may be connected to the preparation you have been experiencing all along. Imagine standing before a giant door. For years you knock, but nothing happens. You begin to think the door will never open. Then one night, without warning, the lock begins to turn. You do not hear it. You do not see it. But the movement has already started. That is the picture I want you to keep in your mind. Because many people quit moments before their breakthrough becomes visible. They walk away because they cannot see what is happening behind the door. Yet some of the most important changes begin in silence. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The silence you have been experiencing may not be emptiness. It may be preparation. Now let me tell you something that few people understand. The strongest individuals are often the ones who doubt themselves the most. Why? Because they see possibilities others cannot see. They feel responsibilities others do not feel. They dream bigger, hope deeper, and care more intensely. That sensitivity is not weakness. It is evidence that you were designed differently. And if you have ever felt misunderstood because of that, pay attention. Last night was not about everyone. It was about those who have continued moving forward even when they felt unseen. It was about those who kept believing even when circumstances suggested they should stop. A strange thing happens before a major change arrives. Life becomes confusing. Patterns shift. Old expectations break apart. Things that once made sense suddenly feel empty. People begin questioning everything. If this sounds familiar, do not be alarmed. Sometimes the path clears by removing what no longer belongs. Sometimes growth begins when comfort ends. And sometimes what feels like a setback is actually a redirection. Stay till the end. The biggest mistake you can make right now is assuming that nothing is happening. Because the most important transformations often occur long before they become visible. Picture a seed beneath the soil. From above, it appears inactive. Nothing seems to be changing. Yet beneath the surface, an extraordinary process is taking place. Roots are forming. Strength is developing. Structure is being built. If someone judged the seed only by what they could see, they would believe nothing was happening. But they would be wrong. Very wrong. And that may describe your current season perfectly. Others may not recognize your progress. They may not understand your journey. Yet unseen growth is still growth. Hidden preparation is still preparation. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is where the story becomes even more interesting. Last night was not merely another night. It marked a shift. A quiet shift. A powerful shift. The kind of shift that begins internally before it appears externally. Some people will ignore it because they expect dramatic signs. They expect instant results. They expect everything to change at once. But real transformation often begins with a feeling, a realization, a sudden awareness that something is different. Have you felt that lately? Have you sensed that life is trying to tell you something? If so, trust that feeling. It may be pointing you toward the very thing you have been waiting for. Let this sink in for a moment. You are not here by accident. You are not listening to these words by chance. The challenges you survived, the lessons you learned, the patience you developed, and the strength you discovered were not meaningless events. They were pieces of a larger picture. And what happened last night may have activated a new chapter in that picture. Not tomorrow. Not someday. A new chapter has already begun. The question is not whether it exists. The question is whether you will recognize it when it appears before you. As we come to the end of this part, I need you to remember one thing. Do not underestimate this moment. Do not dismiss the feeling that brought you here. Stay till the end of this journey. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. What happened last night was only the beginning. The next part will reveal why certain events in your life happened exactly the way they did, and why the future may hold something far greater than you ever imagined. Hold on to that thought, because the story is